All right, shower is completed. That's not okay.
Oh, I just saw the gnat again.
That's not okay, in my opinion. Oh! I've ordered takeout. Yes, I have. I'm using a literal butter knife right now.
Tried my first bite of food. It dribbled on me a little bit.
One day I will be a plus size influencer who has died. That is crazy.
This video is so raw, you guys. Fuck.
Damn, what a real bitch is that?
Hey there, YouTube. It's me, Hens. I'm back here with Amberlynn, and she is raging. She's so angry. This is such a long video. This is the longest video we've had in maybe like a month and a half. In like a month and a half. It's 24 and a half minutes, and it's called Betrayed by Alexis Again. This has to be illegal. And taking my first semaglutide shot? Updates. So this should be interesting. Let's get into it. I want to hear her rage.
Hello. Welcome to
Hello,
a new video.
hello.
So today is January 7th on a Tuesday.
We're catching up.
I'm sure you guys were expecting like another vlog with Tommy here, but that's not the way it went down. So this video is
That's
just like
not how it went down. I'm withholding my girlfriend from you because she's special to me, and you're ruining it. You are the problem, the audience. You are hateful, disrespectful pieces of shit.
an update, if you will, because for me, it has been days since I've filmed, and I did that because I really just wanted to unplug. I unplugged from watching YouTube, from being on social medias. I didn't want to film. I said, I want to spend my time with my girlfriend while she's here, and I don't want to have to worry about all of the noise, but somehow the noise did find me, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But really, you guys, I did not have...
It's almost like you can't put your phone down. It's almost like you have an attachment issue with your phone. It's almost like you don't do anything all day, so you're so used to having your phone in your hand. It's like another organ to your body. It's almost like that.
To like want to vlog.
It's almost like that.
It's just a lot has been happening, like with the whole cookie crumble thing, and like someone
Cookie
impersonating
crumble,
my
crumble
girlfriend,
cookie.
especially in such like a for the lack of a better word, scandalous and just vile way. It has been a lot, and it has been heavy, and now it's like more drama is being started with Alexis, and we'll talk a little bit about that in this video as well. And someone messaged me recently where they were just like, girl, I feel so bad for you because you're constantly having to put out fires that you did.
Random people messaging you because they just come upon you is not a reason for you to act like a victim, Amber. They're not legitimizing you because they don't know all the bullshit that you do.
Didn't start, and I was like, damn, that hit me like a truck. Like
It didn't hit you.
Like, that's
You
literally
use people as an excuse for your behavior, which is why you're so fucking big.
how it feels a lot of the time. A really good example of that is like the cookie crumble and like the walnut situation, and that's just
Crumble
like,
cookie, cookie
literally
crumble.
my life on YouTube for years now. It's like I try to stay away from drama. I try to just vlog my life and share my life, and somehow, some way, things start happening online that like I have to put out, and it's a fire that I didn't even start, and it's just like frustrating. So anyways, I still don't really have the full capacity
Victim.
to like film a
Victim
vlog
Lynn.
for you guys today because Tommy did leave today, and it's just really sad, you know, when you're in a long distance relationship and your partner goes back home. Like, we had a whole week together.
Why are you explaining to people who actually live lives outside of their apartment what it means to live? Why?
That was just so great. She was actually
It's so unbelievably arrogant to not leave your house and to preach to other people about what the outside world is like. Fuck off.
leave yesterday. We said our goodbyes, you know, all the crying, all of this and all that. She gets in the car.
God damn, she
opens the app on her
irritates
flight,
the
and
hell
it's
out of me.
delayed. And so here we are. We had an extra night together, which was really great. So yeah, while she was here, we
Yay.
did so much. And there was multiple times I did think of you guys, I promise. Or I was like, wow, I
Ew.
should be filming this, or I should have vlogged this, or that was so funny, or this is so fun. Like, so many different times. But
If
that's
you
just, like, the
hate your
YouTuber-
audience so much, you should just not do that. You should just not think about them. You should just film for yourself, not for the haters. You should not live your life thinking about, what will they think if I upload this? Oh my gosh. That's not vlogging your life.
me. I've been doing this for over 11 years now, but like the
And yet
real
you're still so
Amberlynn,
shitty at
not
it.
the YouTuber Amberlynn, like the normal everyday living Amberlynn, she won. So there was no vlogging. But some of the things that we did do.
Did she
we went to
win?
my grandma's.
Or did
we
she
played
eat?
some card games with my
Did she
grandma
eat?
and my mom. I ended up bringing like veggie trays and fruit trays and had like a little salami and cracker
She did eat.
cheese situation.
I knew
we actually
it.
ended up playing Bad Kitty, which is the card game that I got my grandma, and my grandma was obsessed with it. It was actually really funny and fun, so highly recommend. Very much like Cards Against Humanity / like Apples to Apples type of style, but with like pictures of cats. Like,
To be fair, her grandma is the one who gave birth to Mama Lynn. And Mama Lynn did have a drug addiction, so...
It was actually really funny. Went to the movies, I saw Wicked, and you guys, excuse me, I was going into it thinking, okay, it's gonna be an alright movie. Like, there's so much hype around it, and I'm one of those people where it's like, I'm not all about like the hype. It took me literally my whole life to get into Harry Potter. Like, I literally just recently watched it a few years ago because I ignored all the hype. I'm not about the hype. When I like something, I like something, and when I don't, I don't. Good example is Game of Thrones. Like, I don't understand. I tried to watch it, literally hate it. But what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't fall for the hype. And I am pretty picky. I have a short attention span. It's terribly hard for me to watch a movie. But I'm telling you, this movie is 2 hours and 40 minutes of just beauty, of art, of... It was so
Sure,
good.
Jan.
Like, I don't even have words for it. Normally when I go to a movie theater, even if I'm enjoying the movie, I'm, like, looking at the time, like, every 10 minutes. It's really bad. I looked at the time one time, and it was 2...
Blah, 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 blah. Remember when Destiny wanted to go see Star Wars and you literally couldn't fit in the seats? And so you went to sit in, like, a Starbucks while she went and had a good time? So sad for you.
hours into the movie. And I looked at the time, shooketh. I was like, how did 2 hours go by already? It literally felt like 20 minutes. I am so glad I got to experience this movie in the theater because I'm telling you, that is the way to do it. So if it's still in the theater around you and you have not seen it, please go see it. It was a masterpiece. I cried 3 different times. It was so freaking good. I
What
laughed
movie?
Tons of times, and it was just amazing. I cannot wait for the second part. Oh, and you guys, I have to tell you this funny thing that happened. So we did end up going to
Oh,
Casino, which
Wicked.
is like personally my favorite casino in Oklahoma that I've been to.
I was
don't
like,
know
the second part? Only a couple of movies come out in parts where it's like announced, and that would be like Avengers or maybe Wicked at this point.
what it was, but I got recognized that night at least.
Oh,
5 different
you
times.
did?
Like, I don't know. We did go on a Saturday.
Oh my
so
gosh,
there
you're
were
like a
people there, and usually
celebrity.
in large populated places, I do get recognized quite a bit. This girl said something
Yes.
that I will
Celebrity
never forget. You guys ever
queen.
have, like this thing where someone like says something to you and something that like sticks in your brain forever. Well,
No.
it's kind of like that. So me and Tommy were just playing the slots, and then I get recognized by these 2 girls that actually work at the casino. They're like the people who go around and say cocktails. They're like literally models. I'm like, okay.
So they're the waitresses?
They're like, oh my god, I love you, and they like literally asked for my autograph. And there was this woman sitting next to Tommy who looked at me and goes, are you a TikToker? Like, how did they know you? Like, this was
you're a
afterwards.
loser.
Hello, if you're watching. Came up
You're a
to me,
train
wanted my
wreck.
autograph, and they wanted
And
pictures
everybody
stuff.
laughs
So the woman goes, are you a
at the train
TikToker?
wreck.
And I was like, yeah, like I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube and stuff like that. And she goes, oh, okay. I was looking at you, and I was like, yeah, no one really dresses like
Yeah,
that.
you look
I was like,
famous. Totally.
what do those things like have in common with each other? Like, I was literally so confused. And if you guys want to know, I was wearing the like purple maroon studded stone mesh
Gross.
top with like a black dress. You guys have
And don't you love how the filter changes the whole shape of her face? She looks like a fucking doll there by comparison to her own real face. And this thing is getting pulled up in because it's not that round normally. It's not that round.
I had to wear it again because I
See?
love it. But I was just
See? It's much more like uneven.
like, what does that mean? Is that like a compliment, or was that like, I don't know? It's just like one of those things where I'm like, I
It
should've
filled
asked
her out
right then
and
there.
then
What
shrunk
do you
her.
mean by that? So moving on to a completely different topic, and speaking of clothing, I have like some merch under construction. I know you guys can see down below that I have like merch that I did years and years ago, but it was kind of like low-key like a troll. I wasn't taking it seriously. I do like the simplicity of it because
Low-key,
I do enjoy some
high-key,
simplistic merch.
mid-key.
But I don't know how to make merch. I'm not good at it. I've never been taught, and I know that I can teach myself.
I've
It's not
never
something that
been
I'm really
taught.
interested in.
I've never been taught at a self-employed job. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god.
But Tommy surprised me and made me some merch.
What a loser.
So why?
Everybody has to do everything for her. She needs everybody to think for her, to do things for her, for driving her around, for deciding what she'll eat. Everything. Because she's so freaking dumb.
It's like under construction is
And she
because I
doesn't
actually
wanna
wanted
try.
to have the merch physically myself. And that's something I didn't even do with the merch down below because I genuinely did not
'Cause you're a
take it as
loser.
serious. And so I wanted the merch physically. And so I do have
Nobody
a few
better
things.
buy
And
that
also
shit.
why I say under construction is because I'm still trying to figure out like when do I want to like put these things up for sale because this is like crazy.
Sell?
And I do want to show you like everything. I still have more stuff coming in the mail. I do have a few things though. So you guys know I say girly pop literally all the time. I say dainty like Dainty Lynn, all of that. So
Dainty
girly
Bush.
pop. Here's just some wrapping paper. So merch, this isn't just gonna be a shirt. It's gonna be like different things that you can have. Dainty girly pop. I love wrapping paper and this is just so adorable. And Tommy gave me a really good idea of just like wrapping a box and just like setting it on my bookshelf because this is so my aesthetic. I really want to like start adding a little bit of pink.
It's so my
color in
aesthetic.
life, and I love pink, but this is just
Oh
an
my God,
example
it's
of
my
how fucking
aesthetic.
adorable. Next thing is there will be candles. Yes, there will be. This is Dainty Girly Pop candle. Isn't that so adorable? So this is
No.
a sage lavender, and I'm telling you, it smells so freaking good. Like I am actually pretty shocked. Told myself that I was gonna get this merch, and if I genuinely did not like it and feel confident, I was not gonna tell you guys about these things. But I genuinely am obsessed. And what's really important because there are bigger people.
It's
who are
important.
watching me. I really genuinely love
So
that they
important.
carry bigger sizes. So this is a 5X, and
Jesus Christ.
I will show you.
Oh,
guys, like, what it
blanket.
looks like on me, but look,
Guys, if you want a double-sided blanket, just order the 5X sweater.
Girly Pop, isn't that so adorable? When things are more
No.
like serious and it's not like totally under construction, it's gonna be more professional, and I will gather everything. Like there's gonna be journals and there's magnets and stickers and etc. etc. I'm also wearing another merch
Jesus
in a clip
Christ.
that I will be showing you in a second. Just to
I
kind
like how she likes to brag that she's been on YouTube for 11 years and she finally is making real merch. Like, get the fuck
an
out of
idea
here.
of how it fits. I actually slept in it, so there is like Twinkie fur, wasabi fur. You will see in the.
I
clip.
think
It's
she's
gonna-
just been spurred on by the fact that Ankle has gotten a huge wave of new orders for his merch because he announced a new style. I already got an eye roll t-shirt, but other people like they're finally getting a whole bunch of new merch, and I think I should check out and see if he has anything that I want. But that's why she's doing it. She supposedly stopped watching whatever reaction channel was upsetting her, but I believe it was him, and that's part of it.
There'd be other merch that says Hecticana, which is actually the shirt that I'm wearing in the clip that you will see here in a minute. And just for size reference, I am wearing the 5X in that clip as well. So again, I keep saying it is under construction because there is tons of different like sayings and merch I can make, and it's like all super adorable. Like I'm obsessed. And so if you guys are interested, please let me know.
She thinks
Send me an
that
Instagram
slapping a word on a shirt makes it merch. That's not it. You're not going to make it happen, Amber. People are not going to buy it seriously because this stuff is so cheap. It's just putting a label onto something that was pre-existing. Who wants that?
because like,
And it's not you
they're
doing
both
it.
not steps
So
ahead
who
of
wants
conversation.
that?
Not gonna be happening over here. I'm just like genuinely so appreciative of Tommy because like having like true merch is something that I've always wanted, but it's like I never took the initiative to actually do it. Like true
Yeah, 'cause
authentic
you're
merch,
dumb.
instead of like just that silly stuff down there that's listed. But you guys can still get that stuff that's down there, of course. But this is like real cutesy, like tangible. I have this in my hands and I cannot wait to show you guys like the journals and just like all the other stuff. So to be continued, folks, but that's just like just a little first glance at some of the stuff. So next thing I want to talk about is I'm really in like my perfume era. I've always been in my perfume era. Like I love to smell good. I love my apartment to smell good. And I know a lot of people like
I
this,
like
because-
to bathe myself in perfume because I don't want to shower, because I don't want to bathe in real life. I just want to shower myself in mist, body mist.
that and don't shower. Literally not how it works. If you spray perfume on poop, it's still gonna smell like poop, just maybe a little florally
poop bun.
or a little fruity, and that doesn't smell good. I am a girly pop.
Well,
who is
everybody's
fat, but
told
I
you
am a
that you
fat
smell
girly
like
pop
shit.
that does shower and is clean. I've always just really loved perfume, and so
That's a lie. Destiny and Beck both said that you smell like swamp ass, despite having all of the perfume in the world.
I got myself
Swamp
2 new
ass.
perfumes, and I'm excited. We're gonna do a little like first smell. I was gonna say a taste test, but girl, we are not.
Of
eating
course
perfume
you would,
today, or ever.
'cause you're so
We're
obsessed
gonna do a
with
smell
food.
test, if you will. So I got the Vera Wang Princess, which I feel like years and years ago, maybe like a decade, I have smelled this before, but I do not remember. And yes, I went in blind.
Watch the
and
perfume
I
not even
literally
have it.
bought these online without smelling them first.
Watch the perfume not even have existed back then.
But I read a lot of reviews. All right, Vera Wang Princess. That does smell good. And the bottle's super cute, purple heart. Next one
Jesus
is
Christ.
I got Daisy Dream by Marc Jacobs.
Yes,
I
spray
did
it on the
this.
same
So Marc
wrist.
Jacobs is very
And then
popular
say you
when it
can
comes to
smell.
perfume, and the bottle, like,
Please do
stunning,
that.
Stunner. So let's see.
Oh, she sprayed it on the other one.
Oh my god, that smells super clean.
And then
I don't know if you guys know this. I'm sure a lot of you do. If you wear perfume, it always smells different.
You
like, a
better
minute
do that,
after it's on
Amber.
you. Okay, so the next thing I want to
The
talk
smell
about is, like,
might
the
run
whole walnut
away.
situation. I've had people say, like, that's just a troll, and I'm so glad that there are people who genuinely are like, okay, we believe that that is not Amberlynn and Tommy. So thank you for that. But you guys, this isn't just a troll to me. This isn't just like a typical troll that I deal with constantly. I feel like this is more than that. Like, I truly
Shut
feel
the
so
fuck up.
violated, and thankfully I'm
You already had the account terminated. Shut the fuck up.
pretty sure the account is like officially taken down by
You
that
said it
website
is. You
because
said it was in the fucking email. So why are you doubting it now? Is it like doctors? You can't believe them at their word? These professionals who would lose probably something if it's not actually taken down. But you want to be an ignorant asshole.
Tommy contacted them. And you guys saw in my last video that
Tommy
they replied,
contacted
they
them
responded to
for
it,
me.
and immediately
I
looked
can't
into
do it
and took care of
myself.
it, and I'm
I
so
can't
glad
say
for that, because
bingo.
there are some
Tommy
websites
says
out there that,
bingo
like,
for
literally
me.
don't care about you at all. But that website literally took the time, looked into it, and
They
actually fixed
love
the
me.
issue, so thank you
They
very
said,
much. I just wish we
Amberlynn,
could have gotten more information.
your
I know
following
it's probably, like,
is the
not
most
legal,
beautiful
'cause I don't
thing
think
we've
somebody
ever
can just be
seen.
like, yeah, so this profile is actually ran by so and so and so, which I understand why they couldn't do that. But at the same time, it's like, when something as serious as this is happening, I feel like I do have, like, the right to know.
You feel like you have the right in any situation that you feel like you have the right in. You're an ignorant bitch. You don't know shit about the world and you stay home all day. That's why you don't know anything.
Who is doing this.
And you don't
But
want to talk to people because you think you're above it.
putting out fake sexual things of me, I heard that there's like screen
Amberlynn is far from a unique person. And that's the fucking funny thing. It's the fucking tragic thing too. Is that there's so many people exactly like her. They just don't get to skate by all the time. And so they hide this part of them. They're not willing to say it out loud unless you confront them.
shots floating around, and like someone is like making voices that sound like me in like a sexual manner. I have not seen any of this. I have only heard about it because people are contacting me, of course. Normally when something
Sure,
like this happens, I
Jan.
get a lot of people in my DMs that are very, very kind to me. But for some reason, with
Whatever.
this situation, I haven't
Everyone
seen any
is
DMs
so
people, like,
kind to
"Amberlynn, you are
me."
so gross. I can't
It's
believe you
like,
do that. That is
I'm just
disgusting."
Mother
I'm just like,
Teresa.
ugh, like this troll, as you guys want to call it, even though I feel like it's bigger than that to me, like this person is ultimately ruining my reputation because that's not me, and it's like not
They're not ruining your reputation. If anything, they're giving you a better reputation.
okay. And it's like crazy to me that people actually believe that's me. Like, it's just so absurd. And I'm sure I could get the police involved and stuff like that, and I feel like it might
Then
have to
do
come
it.
down to that if it continues, because as
Then
of right
fucking
now,
do it.
January 7th, I have not heard anything new, so that's a good thing. But I'm telling you, like, if you're watching this, the person who is doing this, like, it is illegal what you're doing, and I will get the law involved if you continue to do so. And then there's like a conspiracy.
Yeah,
of, like,
Tommy.
is Walnut the same
Emily,
person who,
Alexis,
like, leaked my
Willow,
Cookie Crumble? And honestly, I
Erica.
don't have the answer for that. I do
Brittany.
find it very strange that like these things happened at the same time though. So next thing I want to talk about is like the whole Alexis thing. I truly feel like a fool. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do. I am very much the type of person that literally, like, no matter what you do to me, I will forgive you. Within time, you will be forgiven.
The ironic thing is that both of them are idiots. And they're just terrible in different ways.
By me. That is just how I am. I don't know. I'm a pushover.
And I called it that Alexis was going to go crawling back to her the first time. And then I knew that Amberlynn was going to blow up with her again. And I knew Alexis was going to turn on her again. And I said that shit. I knew it. And what happened? It played out exactly like that. And then Amberlynn is going to soften her emotions and she'll be like, well, I forgive you and I'm really sorry. And then Alexis will be like, will you pay more attention to me? Sure. Okay. And then Emily will be like, babe, you shouldn't spend time with Alexis. She's just a snake. And Amberlynn will be like, My girlfriend says that I shouldn't really hang out with you.
I let people walk all over me. I don't know what it is. I don't have respect for myself. Like,
I mean,
okay,
you're
maybe I do know
spineless.
what it is,
You're a
and I'm
milk
maybe listing
toast.
it all off, but, like,
You
I
have no
wish I
education
was
and
able to
no
not be like that.
will of
I
your
think it's,
own.
like, once I love someone, whether it's like romantically or in a friendship way or it's family, there's almost like no turning back for me. It's very like unconditional. So like when Alexis did the whole thing that she did, we don't need to dive into that. I did end up forgiving her and I hung out with her. From my point of view, I had a good time. We vibed well and I hung out with her girlfriend as well, and we also vibed and had a good time, and like they vibed well with Tommy, and like, yeah, maybe the first time it was a little
Vibing.
awkward.
We're
It was gonna
vibing.
be, but I forgave Alexis and I told her, and I was very honest with her, that like she hurt me, like what she did was wrong, and she agreed and she apologized to both me and Tommy. But I was very, very open with the fact that like things probably aren't gonna be the same. By that I mean like before all that happened, me and Alexis were on the phone like for hours and hours, like every single day. Like she was the person that I went to,
Okay.
and I was the person that she went to.
Maybe you need to move past the middle school stage of how people talk to each other and communicate meaningfully rather than in terms of volume. Because I bet you spend hours not saying anything, not in comfortable silence, just not knowing what to say to each other. Just because you're on camera or on FaceTime or on call doesn't mean that you're actually having a real conversation. It just means that you're bullshitting. And Amberlynn and Alexis both come off as bullshitters.
To. And I knew it wasn't going to be like that anymore because she ultimately like absolutely betrayed my trust, and she knew that. So when I filmed that 4-part Q&A series just recently that you guys watched, all of that was filmed in one day. I filmed it on December 29th,
no shit,
and I made
bitch.
sure to put that
We
in the
all know.
description so you guys knew that. I did change my shirt because who wants to like sit there and watch me do 4 videos in the same outfit? Like I know I wouldn't want that. So during that Q&A
I mean,
series,
it
I
comes off
mentioned
as
in it that,
disingenuous.
no, Alexis is not the one who did the cookie crumble.
Because she
and
never actually
people
said that it was all in one day. That's the thing. We all just had to put it together.
I resented her and I said no, and I was saying how Alexis is in like her happy healing era and that she's very understanding and patient and kind with the fact that like things aren't how they used to be. But I said those things and scheduled those videos before Alexis went into Jordy's chat and was saying things that genuinely hurt my feelings, saying that I could have leaked the video, saying that she only met me for the plot, and kind of betraying me again. I truly never thought that she would do that again. So obviously when I saw that she did that, because people were messaging me and they were like, Alexis is doing it again, and I was like, dude, what? Like, I was really so confused. I thought people were lying, so I asked for a screenshot, like, show me proof. Oh, and girl, they supplied. Like, my heart dropped to the floor. I was like, damn. So obviously I contacted Alexis and I asked her like, why would you do this? And we just communicated back and forth on Snapchat via like voice messages or whatever. And from what I got out of it, she said that she didn't feel like I was an active friend in her life because I didn't communicate with her as often as she wanted me to. And that's just, it's hard for me to wrap my brain around because it's like, I understand that
Because I don't understand what other people want from me. And when they tell me, I want to act ignorant. I want to act like nobody's ever told me this before. And like, I just don't understand how other people communicate with each other. And telling me up front is the adult thing to do rather than immediately coming to the internet, which is still what she did eventually, but still she tried to communicate directly as an adult would, which is more than Amberlynn can do. Amberlynn can just sit there and be like, well, you're talking at me, but I don't really care about this, so I can't be invested in this right now, and you're expecting too much of me, and you need to leave me alone. That's what her reaction is if it's not something she wants to engage in.
I do not communicate as much as we used to. Like, again, it was daily. But I personally did not feel comfortable communicating with her daily. And I think I have every right after, like, what she put me through. I truly believe that you can have
Jesus
friends.
Christ. There's the emotional blackmail. What she put me through. You guys were back and forth for freaking weeks. It's not just one person. And the fact that you had a bigger platform means that you should have taken more responsibility for how public it became, because it was all over your page.
That you talk to once a week or every other week. I don't think that you need to talk to your friends every single day. Like, I have friends that I only talk to like once a week, and we have a strong relationship and
No,
a
you
strong
don't.
bond. Especially once you're adults. Like, people get busy. But that's what I
Amberlynn,
what Alexis was
you
saying,
don't
which
get
I
busy. You are at home 24/7. You do not get busy.
Just like, I did this because I
That's
don't want
different.
people to think that I leaked the video, and you aren't even like an active friend in my life, even though I genuinely thought I was. I just wasn't speaking to her enough. I felt like you should respect your friends regardless of how often you speak. Like, I would have never came on here and said anything bad about Alexis. I just wouldn't have. I don't do that to my friends. I don't do that to the people I care about in my life. And I'm still not going to do that. Again, it's just more drama. And
You've come on and talked about how shitty your parents were for a decade on your channel, monetizing it, not giving them any of the proceeds for their own life story. It's one thing to tell their story. It's another thing to demonize them and not give them an opportunity to rebut you. It's kind of disingenuous because she's changed the story over time as people called out inconsistencies, and that's a problem.
more fires that I have to put out that I literally am just gonna leave for someone else to put out, because I genuinely just like don't want to be a part of it. So after I expressed myself to Alexis,
I am
and pretty much told
a
her exactly
victim.
what I just told you guys, that like she was still a friend to me. Like, I still loved her and cared about her. Just because we didn't talk every single day doesn't mean that I didn't love and care about her, etc., etc. She got really angry with me, and she ended up screen recording our whole conversation. I feel like I have no privacy when it comes to that woman. So it's like the distance I was putting in between her
That
and
woman.
makes sense. Like,
Ooh, she's on the same level as the narc alert. That woman. That woman. Amberlynn is such a misogynist too, and she lets it slip out by accident when she thinks people won't notice. It's in her moments of real anger. She calls women that woman. It's so diminutive, and it's like, oh, is that what you say to all your girlfriends when you're beating them up? When you hit Crystal or Casey, or when you intimidated Beck? Big? Are you calling me big? Ambi? Ambidextrous?
like subconsciously,
Except
I was
you're
like,
not ambidextrous, because that would require some level of skill.
girl, keep your distance. And it's almost as if like my gut and my body and my heart and my soul,
Ooh, girl, your
like,
gut.
knew this was gonna happen again, which is really
Your
sad.
gut is
so I ended
big.
up blocking her because I only want good people in my life. I don't believe that like anyone is perfect. Like, we aren't robots. People will make mistakes, but like genuinely, like what she has
Nobody's perfect. You live and you learn it. That's what Hannah Montana once said.
done to me, and the way that she reacted to like my hurt feelings towards her being in Jordy's chat, like, just makes me feel like she doesn't care about how
Yeah,
feel.
I wanted to be in Jordy's chat too, but he blocked me, and so I couldn't be there with her. Aww.
As like a human, like on just like genuine human to human.
You're not
It
a
doesn't feel
human.
good.
You're an
For everything
alien.
we've been through,
Go
and
away.
forgiving her and everything, like, it just sucks, genuinely. Like, from my end, I just want to move past all of this and be like, okay, she was a person that was in my life at one point, and she's simply just not anymore. Everyone deserves friends that respects you even when you aren't around, even when you aren't looking. You deserve friends that will respect you regardless of how often you speak or anything like that. Literally, it hasn't even been 4 hours since I filmed this, and there's already an update. I'm literally in the middle of editing
There
this,
is?
and all I can say is, fool me once,
Really?
shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Alexis has since leaked our conversation. I genuinely don't understand the point.
Oh my God.
You are not a good friend to someone when
Oh no.
whenever you have disagreements, you hunt to the internet to bash them, knowing the type of response your friend or ex-friend will receive. I personally want no part in this, so I'm going to finish editing this video. I'm going to schedule it.
You
and
do
I'm
that,
never going
queen.
to speak about her again. Anyways, enough
Sure.
of me rambling. So one more thing, your girl did start some aglutide, and Tommy was actually the one who gave
Of
me the
course
first
Tommy
shot.
did it.
So I'm gonna show you that clip here. Okay, guys, so my tripod's like lost
Babe,
the beans.
babe, let me stab you. Let me practice.
I have to find it. So, perfect timing. My semaglutide got here today.
Babe, you know I love penetrating you.
So Tommy is gonna give me my first shot. I'm nervous.
Sorry.
I get the nervous jitters prior to this every single time, but that's okay. All right, you guys don't get to see my tum-tum because that would be embarrassing. So it's 50 units. Let me choose my slot.
Would it be blue?
Get the alcohol here.
Like your
Oh,
legs?
so much anxiety with this. I hate needles, you guys. Ugh.
Oh,
Pinch the
I
fat.
hate needles.
That's if you don't have like a lot.
Put it in her.
I'll go pinch it 5 seconds. You want me to hold it in?
Thank you, Emily.
Ew,
Thank
can't
you,
do
Mommy.
that. I was so grateful that she helped me with that because I'm telling you, I cannot stick a needle inside of me. So yesterday was actually my first day, and it was just like perfect timing because it arrived that day, and I was like this, my fingers were crossed. I was like, please,
It's
arrive,
serendipitous.
because I really needed help.
Look it up,
with the
Amber.
shot, and I didn't want to have to like
Amber.
bug my mom. So this semaglutide actually is mixed with B12. When I did semaglutide before, it was mixed with
vitamin
sodium,
queen.
something or other. And
You're gonna be super strong.
I feel differently taking this semaglutide because last time
You're literally gonna be like Jessica Jones. You're gonna be so strong, girl.
I'm telling you, nauseous, diarrhea, did not feel good. I was super tired. This time I've had 0 symptoms or side effects.
You just started.
Sometimes I say symptoms and people are like,
You dumb
so far I've had 0. So I guess that's a good thing. I have not noticed any appetite suppressant. Usually I feel that like on the second day, but we'll see how it goes and it keeps going, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that. And there will be like a separate like weigh-in video. I'm not just gonna throw in a weigh-in right here. I kind of just want to have that be like a whole separate like video talking about my weight, or maybe I can put it in a vlog. I'm not really sure.
Then why did
But
you
I'm just
include
really
this?
excited to be back on semaglutide, and I genuinely hope that it works for me. But like the fact that it already feels different this time, because like the first 2 times like I did feel things with it, like on the second day it was like nausea, this and that, and it's like I have felt nothing. It's as if I didn't even take it. That worries me, of course, but it's literally only been 2 days, so I need to like slow my roll and be like, Amberlynn, give it some time. But anyways, I have rambled way long enough. This video is 45 minutes long. That is Hecticana. I'm gonna go. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Bye. Let's look at the comments. How convenient that Tommy is pumping out all these merch ideas after allegedly losing her job. That is a very good point. Very good point. Have you microchipped your pets yet? You know she hasn't. And she won't mention it until like a month after she did. And then she won't film until like a month after that. So if it ever happens, we'll be late to the party. Once again, that site requires an ID. If no one stole her ID, no one is impersonating her. Okay, so if that is true, then damn. Just willingly ignore this fact now. Yeah. Where's the blame it all on my BPD shirt? That would be nice. That would be so fitting. Shilling your merch is wild. Money must be tight. Money must be tighter than a torrid size 4. Yeah, I mean, that's the first time she's actually thought to put effort into doing merch. I can't believe that it's just a partner telling her that she should. I would imagine that... I think Destiny actually told her that she should start thinking about that, because she was already talking about doing a giveaway for 1,000 subs or whatever. You literally took the time to track someone else's wife, but when your friend wants you to acknowledge their birthday, they're being clingy. Alexis is clingy, but she's also partially right. Amberlynn should at least try, because she doesn't have anything else better to do. It's not like she's actually getting busy like a normal human being. She's not a human being. She's a couch potato. I don't get it. You bragged about how you didn't care about Cookiegate when you first addressed it. Now you're acting like a victim who's been violated. Upped your cameo to $75. Tommy must be out of a job. Oh my gosh. Girly pop is from Zachary Michael. He used to call that all the time. He used to call you that all the time. I bet you eventually come out with merch that says diva now that he calls you that, right? Funny how we never see any of these fan selfies online. Ever. They asked for my autograph. Girl, please. So many iconic phrases in Girl World, and you think we want Hecticana? Tell Tommy she's better at making money being squashed under her fupa than she is designing merch, please. Love. Love and sparkle heart. Love that. Nothing is ever your fault, is it? No. And if you tell her that she failed in some way, it's not her fault. You cannot tell her that. You don't know what she's done. You don't know. Putting a label on a candle and calling it merch. That's what I said. It's literally a pre-existing item off of freaking Temu, and you just want to slap a label on it and call it merch. What a lazy ass. The ankle is literally hand making all of his merch. Every single piece. Like, can you believe that? He's not making the garment, but he's doing the actual artistic part. Like, oh my god. She could not even try. And she has all day. Bold of you to assume you have a reputation. Exactly. Girl, a troll is not ruining your reputation. That was lost years ago. Hi, roll. Alexis was there for you when you needed her, and you throw her aside for Fed Bundy? Girl, bye. You harassed Erica for attention when she was busy grieving a relative. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You have no right to say, friends don't have to be talking all the time. More nothing content because Amber's life revolves around being a victim, takeout, and defending her caretakers. Yep. They were just pointing at you. Nobody recognized you, girl. Probably. They asked for my autograph. No. I'm sorry that never happened. It's probably not true. We get a whole 24 minutes today, guys. I know it's like 3 times her average length. Crazy. Maybe purchase candles and shirts from a local company instead, you guys. Exactly. Instead of, oh my god, you look 3 years pregnant. Oh no. We'll call it there. Oh my gosh. Oh. If you like this reaction, leave a like, subscribe, and leave a pregnant emoji. Whatever kind you want. Talk to you later. Bye.